Hey kids, does everyone know what time it is? It's 4:30? No, 4:40. It's before 5 a.m.
Here I am at the XL Center, which looks quite XL to me, but hopefully I can excel at trying to get everything that I need and want and get questions answered. The expo is downstairs. A Comic-Con kind of feel. I'm not sure if it's bad juju or not to be photographed in front of a finish line or finishing gear, but Archie, glad you saw it. I'm representing my run group from Peekskill, New York, and then I find this t-shirt right here. Yeah, that screams me. Just finished carb loading at Salute. Now, here's a question for you. Why Hartford? Why did I come all this way to the Hartford Marathon? Well, truth be told, I wanted a different challenge. I am just about to go into the park where all the festivities would ultimately end for tomorrow, just to take a few quick snaps before heading back to the hotel. And I'll give you a hotel tour in approximately right now. I'm not exactly expecting the Ritz-Carlton whenever I travel somewhere, but this is so far exceeding the expectations that I thought I would have. You walk into a little kitchenette area, plates and so forth, big refrigerator, bathroom, serviceable, and of course I got myself a little settled in. That's a big fridge. And back to your regularly scheduled programming. Yes, I made sure to close the toilet door. Hartford is quite striking as a first impression. Yes, it is the state capital of Connecticut, and no, I don't believe I've ever been in here before. It's a big little city. There's parts of it that are reminding me of my trip last year to Chicago, yet there are quaint parks that remind me of walking through to the Founders Road in Corning, New York. But here I am. Almost got hit by a car there, I think. I don't know. So after a day where the travel time was many hours longer than I thought it would be, well, not many hours, it was 3.5 rather than 2 to get here from my hometown. Finally winding down. I can wake up a little bit later tomorrow because, well, I don't have to go too far to the starting area, which I'll try to show, of course. But until then, sweet dreams. Well, that was quick. It is a chilly morning with the Armory right behind me. We're on our way to the Legislative Office building. I prepaid for a pre-perks program, which, you know what? If you're gonna run 26.2, pamper yourself. Just do it. Just. Inside the building now, the pre-perks spread is actually quite impressive, really. You have plain bagels, bananas, chips, coffee, tea, cream cheese. They even have goo in case you needed that. Different kinds of Vaseline and so forth in case you're worried about chafing. And of course, you're going to be concerned about that if you're running a marathon. My question is, where on the moral axis do I sit for enjoying coffee black without sugar? True neutral, lawful evil, chaotic good? Somewhere along there, I imagine. Okay, I just stepped out of the Capitol building where the pre-perks waiting area is. Quite hilarious moment where the men's restroom line was quite long, but there wasn't any for the women's line. Why? The tables have turned. Anyway, On my way to the starting corral. I am in Corral A. It's a bit brisk this morning. I will probably say mid to upper 40s. Well, let's get to it.
Commands will be athletes ready and then go. Wow. Okay. Unofficially, it's a PR by over 7 minutes. Was not expecting that. But the course itself was a bit tougher in the first 5 miles because there were some more hills. There was a lot of crowd support throughout the entire distance. There were about 9,000 runners between the full marathon, half marathon, and 5K, I believe. Around mile 6 for me, we approached the park, and the route that the marathoners and half marathoners take intersects somewhat with a 5K route. So on the left side of the street, you have longer distance runners. On the right side, fenced off, heading the opposite direction, is the 5K. It was a great, energetic vibe. The other really cool part is that they did split the full and half marathoners at about mile 7. Clear as crystal that half marathoners stayed to the left, full marathoners stayed to the right. Everything was clearly marked. Now, whereas the expo that I went to yesterday was a bit sparse and cute, this post party is it's actually kind of stacked. Connecticut sure knows how to put on a marathon. So well supported, as I mentioned before. This is probably one of those that I can describe as a big little marathon. 9,000 runners total is what they said. The finishing area was really well done. I felt that it made it a big event, which it should be. You know, coming from New York, where you have a certain bias with the New York City Marathon, these huge events getting 40, 50,000 runners, you're not going to find a lot of marathons that are like that. However, this one had that vibe. Water support was abundant, I tell you. Probably, I'm going to go ahead and say it. Okay? This is probably one of my favorite marathons that I've run, and probably ranks very high in my wanting to recommend to others to run. Okay, now this is surreal. It is 1:16 p.m. as I make my way back to the armory for my car. And was it, 6 hours ago that this whole area was the starting corral. There's something about the logistics of a race where that happens, and it just completely blows my mind.
Breakfast of Champions. Today is Sunday, and I'm going to be checking out of my hotel soon. But first, I'm going to just walk around a bit downtown because there's no rain, there's no clouds. There may be one or two bakeries that I want to go to because of sugar, but still. Yeah. Good weekend. Woo.
Cute little street that I found here.
The destination is on your left. Bloom Bake Shop.
Yeah, what Siri just said. I'm gonna go to Bloom Bake Shop because I need cookies and coffee. Anyway. So I'm just gonna walk around and shoot some video and I'll be quiet for a bit. Yeah, like I can be quiet for a bit. I can be quiet for a bit.